Okay, good morning.
Good
Can all
morning,
of you
sir.
hear me?
Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we'll continue with our advanced material. Today we will, whatever we can discuss today, we'll stop with that. Tomorrow I'll start parabola. All right. So, and the other track also tomorrow, sir said they start integration, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow is beginning day for two new chapters. All right. Yesterday's exam may be tough, but I sent the. You can see in the what you call that app only the solutions. Otherwise, I took all the screenshot, made a PDF. I sent it in the group. Those who want, you can go through those solutions. If still doubts are there, I'll try to discuss later. Okay, so let us finish this matching 3 and then numerical questions. Okay, matching 3 I think is all about intersecting orthogonally, 4 different concepts through 4 questions maybe. Okay. Today is what? Today is 31st.
Yes, sir.
Okay, A bit, what is it? The circle should touch externally. What is the C? So you can use C1, C2 equal to R1 plus R2. First circle center is 2 comma minus 3. Radius is root 13 minus C. Second circle center is 5 comma 3. And radius is 25 plus 9, 34 minus 14, root 20. Okay, sometimes you may get matching questions very easy. Just to cover the 4 formulas, they may give 4 different questions. So C1, C2 equal to R1 plus R2. What the distance center is root over 3 square plus 6 square equal to root 13 minus C plus root 20. 36 plus 9 root 45. This is 3 root 5 and this is 2 root 5 is equal to root 13 minus, which is root 5 equal to root 13 minus C. So 13 minus equal to 5 and C is equal to 8. Second one, they should touch internally. So quite similar question. Here center is minus 1 comma minus 4. And the radius is 16 plus 1, 17, root 40. Next one is 2 comma minus 5. And the radius is root 29 minus. Okay, here C1, C2 is equal to R1 minus R2 mod. We don't know which is greater. Here mod is important. The root of 3 square plus 1 square. This is root 10. This is a mod of 2 root 10 minus root 29 minus 6. So 2 root 10 minus root 29 minus 3. You can take plus or minus root 10. Root 29. If I take plus root 10, it will be root 10. And if I take minus root 10, I will get 3 root 10. One of them may not be possible. 29 minus C is equal to 10. No possible. Equal to 90. So C is equal to 19 or minus 61. Both are there. 19 is there, minus 61 is there. So it's very important that when you take C1 touching internally, C1, C2 should take mod R1 minus R2 because if you don't take mod, you'll get only one answer, you will not get the other answer. Okay, so first two questions are simple. C1, C2 equal to R1 plus R2 for touching externally, for touching internally, C1, C2 equal to mod R1 minus R2. Okay, C bit should be easy. For touching orthogonally 2G G dash plus 2F F dash equal to C plus C dash. 2 into minus 3. This is 2G G dash. 2 into C by 2 into minus 4. Minus 8. So orthogonality you can solve, we'll get C value. And this is minus 12. This is minus 4C. This is minus 12. So C is 0. D bit we can do by two methods. We can use C1 C2 square equal to R1 square R2 square, or subtract the two things, you'll get common chord. It should be diameter of the circle which is getting bisected. When I subtract, I will get 12x plus 5y minus 1 minus equal to 0. That should pass through minus 5 comma minus 4. Okay, this one should, when I subtract these two, this is a common chord. It should pass through the center of the circle which is getting bisected, which is this. When I substitute, I will get minus 60, minus 20, minus 1, minus C equal to 0. That is C equal to minus 81. I can also use this C1, C2 square. I don't know what are the centers. One center is minus 5 comma minus 4. What is the other center? 1 comma minus 3. 1 comma minus 3 by 3. Anyway, I'm not doing by the first method. I'm doing by the second method. Okay, so this is for orthogonality. And this is for whenever one circle, if you want it to be bisected, the circumference by another circle, the common chord should be diameter of that second circle, which is getting bisected. So I subtract the two circles, and that should pass the center of the second circle, which is minus 5 comma minus 2. Is it okay? All the four parts of the question, or anybody any doubt? Okay, those are completed can try numericals. First question, we done almost similar question matching one. Okay, I'm arranging this whole matching. Anybody needs more time? Okay. Arranging this. Okay, first question. A circle of unit radius lies in the first quadrant touching both the axes. The radius circle which touches both the axes cuts this common chord. Common chord is greatest. Okay. So we have a circle of radius 1 like this. We want another circle to touch x and y axis and intersect this so that common chord is greatest. The greatest possible common chord will be the diameter. So there will be offer many diameters, but a circle is possible like this, where the common chord is the diameter of the smaller one. Okay. They want radius of that. Matching one, we've done almost same questions. We can quickly do this. We can use this is same as bisecting the circumference. You can take this as C1, this is C2, this is R1, this is R2, and use C1, C2 square equal to this also R1. This is not R1. C1, C2 square equal to R1 square minus R2 square. If this center is 1, radius is 1, center is 1, 1. If this radius is R1, this is R1, R1. So this will be R1 minus 1 whole square plus R1 minus 1 whole square. R1 square, R2 square is 1 square. That is R1 square minus 4R1 plus 3 equal to 0. R1 equal to 1 or 3. It can't be 1, it is 3. Otherwise, you have to take another way where the given circle is x square plus y square minus 2x minus 2y plus 1 equal to 0. A circle with center 1, 1, radius 1. Another circle you take center R1, R1, radius R1. That will be x square plus y square minus 2R1x minus 2R1y plus R1 square equal to 0. You find the common chord and it pass the center of the smaller circle. So when I subtract these two, s minus s dash, 2R1 minus 1 into x plus 2R1 minus 1 into y plus R1 square, no, plus 1 minus R1 square equal to 0. They should pass through 1, 1. When I substitute 1, 1, 2R1 minus 2, 2R1 minus 2 plus 1 minus R1 square equal to 0. Again, it is R1 square minus 4R1 plus 3 equal to 0. R1 equal to 1 or 3. You cannot take this, we'll take this. Okay, so bisecting the circumference, we already came across few times. There are two ways to do it. One is subtract the two circles, get the common chord, it should pass to center of the smaller circle. Other one is C1, C2 square is the difference of the square, radius square. Okay, everybody completed this first one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, the number of tangents that can be drawn from 5 by 2 comma 1 to the circle passing through 1 comma root 3, 1 comma minus root 3 and 3 root 3. 1 comma root 3, 1 comma minus root 3. 3 comma is a right angle triangle. One comma root 3, 3 comma root 3, 1 comma minus root 3. This is also a very simple question. You have to just know whether the point is on the circle, inside the circle, or outside the circle to know how many tangents are there. 5 by 2 comma 1. You can easily see. So 5 by 2 is 2.5. So it is between 1 and 3. In fact, this rectangle is not there, but I can construct. What is given is only these 3 points. You can easily see 5 by 2 is between these two, somewhere here, and it will be here. So 5 by 2 comma 1 is a point within this rectangle, within this circle. From a point inside the circle, we cannot draw any tangent. So answer is 0. That's all. Nothing much. Even fifth question is also very silly. From a point to a circle, how many normals we can draw? We can draw only one normal, which is passing through
Center.
center. But there's something called feet of the normal. What is feet of the normal? Means normal at a point, if it passes through this, that point is called feet of the normal. But this one has 2 feet because this line is normal at 2 points, here also, here also. We have a similar question in future chapters. It is more useful here than circles. More useful there. For example, if you take a parabola and take a point inside, there will be 3 normals. Somewhere normal here passes through this. Somewhere normal here passes through that. Somewhere normal here passes through that. So there we say passing through any point, how many normals are there? 3. And how many feet are there? Okay. At which point that line is normal, that is called feet of the normal. Okay. So here number of normals through given point is only 1, but number of feet of the normals, that means the normal at that point should pass through this will be 2. The answer is 2. Is it clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Today is your physics class recorded?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Seventh question. This question actually we would have done even in first year properties of triangles. Okay. So please try to read the question and try. It's a nice question. Seventh one. Maybe we were done in first year properties of triangles. That question. This is given in advanced exam earlier when it was subjective. Okay, the seventh question. There are three circles touching externally like this. And there is one point from which length of tangent to all the three circles are equal. There is one such point. What is that length of tangent they're asking? This radius is 3, 3. This radius is 4, 4, 5, 5. So there is a unique point from which the length of tangent to all three are equal. What is that length of tangent? That's the question.
Sir,
Yes, please.
we can find delta by S now, sir.
Yes, correct. You have to, it is actually in center. If you remember the, what is it? Radical center, 4 cases we discussed how it can be in center, circumcenter, orthocenter, something like that. Okay, there we discussed about three circles touching externally. When you join the centers, that radical center will be in center. Why? All these three lengths are equal and these are all perpendicular distances and they are also point of concurrence of angular bisectors. We discussed that thoroughly. Either way, you can understand it inside. Now, if it is in center, how to find in radius? Because they wanted square of this distance. Okay. If this is P and this is some AB element, let us say PL, PM, PN, all are equal to the radius. And small are equal to delta by S. I know what is A, what is B, what is C. A is 9 and B is this. Anybody want to tell what are these 3, 4 and 5 in terms of A or B or C or S or R or something like that? Anybody remembers in first year, there is a circle and a circle is, there is a triangle and circle is touching all of them and these are A, B, C. This length and this length, for that also there is a formula, that is what it is in terms of A or B or C or S.
S minus A plus B by 2.
No, they are S minus A and S minus A. This length and this length are S minus B. Sir, both are S minus B. This length and this length are S minus C. Okay. Why? If you want this length or this length, take this length, subtract this length so that this and this will get cancelled by 2. So it is basically what are these two lengths is B plus C minus A by 2, which is S minus A. What actually we have done is earlier we took these two as X and X, Y and Y, Z and Z. Then you will get X plus Z equal to B and Y plus Z equal to A and X plus Y equal to C. When you add them, we'll get X plus Y plus Z equal to S. Correspondingly, subtract. From this, if you subtract this, you'll get S minus B here and all. Okay. If you remember that, it is good. If you don't remember, also not a problem. Okay. Because you know ABC values. So you know A is 9 here, B is 8 here, C is 4 plus 3 is 7. But I know directly that S minus A is 3, S minus B is 4, and S minus C is 5. From this you can find this, from this you can find this up to you. When I add them, I'll get S is equal to 5 plus 4, 12. If I add this also, I'll get A plus B plus C is equal to 24. That is 2S equal to 24, S equal to 12. Either way it is same. Now say small r equal to delta by S which is root over s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. By the down s, I can write s square and cancel this. Okay. So what is s minus a? 1 is 3, 1 is 4, 1 is 5, and s is 12. 12 is simply root 5. So they want square of that. So r square is equal to 5. Yeah. So we can say it is a properties of triangle question, but it also somewhat relates to radical center and all that. That's given there. Is everybody clear about 7th one?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the completed can try 9th one. Please use today and next 2 days properly, because generators may not give much homework in the beginning of integration. And the parabola also, it will take some time for me to teach theory, 2-3 days. So mains, any backlogs, system of circles, IP, and advanced material, all the even numbers, please try them. After 2 days, we'll discuss doubts in them. I think through the exams, you realize one thing throughout the first year and even second year that you wrote yesterday and all. You know theory, okay? But it's not just knowing the theory. It's quickness. And you should not be scared to when you read a question, you should not be scared. When you try a lot of questions, when you look at a question, you will know already I've done almost similar question, you will repeat the process. So the confidence, speed, everything will come if you practice a lot of questions. But the 9th one is similar to 7th one. So try that. The 9th one is almost same as that. Okay, 9th one is quite similar. Again, there are 3 circles touching each other externally. There is one point from which length of tangent to all 3 are equal, and they are equal to 3. And the 3 circles radius are R1, R2, R3. R1, R2, and R3. The question is, what is R1, R2, R3? The product by sum or sum by product, something like that. R1 plus R2 plus R3. That's the question. Same thing again. We'll take this as A, this as B, this as C. They gave indent is 3 for this circle. S minus A is R1. I said these two are S minus A for the circle that is touching it. S minus B is R2 and S minus C is R3. When I add them, 3S minus 2S is R1 plus R2 plus R3. So S is R1 plus R2 plus R3. And small r equal to delta by S, which is root over H minus A into S minus C into S minus C by S. Earlier they gave R1, R2, R3 and they asked small r. Now reverse, they gave small r and they asked this one. This is 3. This is R1 into R2 into R3 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. When you square it, you will get R1, R2, R3 by R1 plus R2 plus R3 is 9. So product by sum is equal to 9. In fact, I would have told one question and given another one as homework also. Is it okay? 9th one, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in 11th question, they want us to find circumcircle of a triangle where 3 sides are given. Anyone want to tell any method for this 11th one?
Sir,
Yes.
solving two perpendicular bisectors, we get the circumcenter motion.
Yeah, but for that you have to find vertices first of all, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
You see, is this question easier than that? Yeah, when 3 sides are given, you can find vertices, and we have a lot of methods, 4-5 methods. Yes, please.
first two equations are perpendicular to each other, no, sir.
Yes, this is a right angle triangle. So then what is the easy way to do it?
Circumcenter is midpoint of hypotenuse.
Yeah, you can find ends of hypotenuse and you can use ends of diameter also. Okay, I'm erasing 9th one. Anybody wants more time? So 11th question, what they gave is some two perpendicular lines. So it will be diameter. One of them is x plus y minus 1 equal to 0. The other one is x minus y plus 2 equal to 0. and x minus 2y equal to 0. I think when lines are given and you identify two lines are perpendicular, it's very easy, because if vertices are given, it may not be such obvious where a right angle is there. So all these two will get this one. When I add them, 2x minus y, so y is minus 1 and x is 2, minus 2. Minus y, so y equal to minus 1, correct? So minus 2 plus. If I add, not add, I should subtract. So when I subtract 3y, y is 1 by 3. So 2 by 3 comma 1 by 3. When I solve these two, y is minus 2 and x is 4. Minus 4. Minus 4 comma minus 2. Okay, take this as ends of diameter, because these two are perpendicular lines. X minus 2 by 3 into x plus 4, y minus 1 by 3 into y plus 2 equal to 0. 3x minus 2 into x plus 4, 3y minus 1 into y plus 2 equal to 0. 3x square, 12x minus 2x, 10x minus 8. 3y square, 6y minus y plus 5y minus 2 equal to 0. So 3x square plus 3y square plus 10x plus 5y minus 10 equal to 0. Oh, they weren't only interested in center, so I don't have to even find the circle equation, because they after all wanted 2 times a plus b. That is actually the sum of the exponential center. Okay, anyway. So minus a comma minus b is directly the center. So directly I would have taken midpoint of these two, that would be better. I don't need circle. So what is this? 2 by 3 minus 4 minus 10 by 3 minus 5 by 3. This is also minus 5 by 3. 6 minus 5 by 6. Okay, so now 2 times a plus b means 2 times 5 by 3 plus 5 by 6. 6 means 10 plus 5. 2 into 3 by 2, which is 3. Okay, so I found the circle with ends of diameter but not required. If they would ask circle, they only ask 2 times a plus b, which is actually sum of the exponential center with opposite sign. You can do either way. Mainly recognizing the two sides are perpendicular, so it's a right angle triangle. So just you don't need to find the other vertex, only ends of hypotenuse are sufficient. Okay, those are completed. You can do 13. 13 is a very simple question. Okay, 13th one, the circle has center 2 comma 2 and the radius 3. Okay. This is 2 comma 2. Radius 3 means this will be 5 comma 3. Oh, sorry. Center is 2 comma 2. So this will be 5 comma 2. This will be minus 1 comma 2. This will be 2 comma 5. This will be 2 comma minus 1. I'm just finding 4 corners. The reason is I want to about other lines. X equal to 2 is exactly one of the diameter only. X equal to 5 is exactly this tangent. X equal to 2, X equal to 5. Y equal to minus 1, Y equal to 5. Oh, exactly this and this. Okay, this is fine. Okay, normally it is quite possible to give a question where answer can come 8 points because every side of the rectangle can intersect at 2 points. But here the 4 lines of the rectangles became, one is became diameter, 3 became tangents. So if you take this rectangle and this circle, there are exactly 3 common points. This. That's all, nothing much. Just 3 points. 1, 2, and 3. So there's nothing great. Just visualizing the question and seeing where the points are. Those who completed 13th, tell me in 15th question how it is connected to circles chapter.
Sir, lines can be tangents, sir.
Yes, you're right. If you imagine a circle with center minus 2 comma minus 1 and radius 3, the first line is always tangent to the circle because from the point perpendicular to 3. Can somebody state this question in a circles language? Same question as it is, but it appears to be from the circles chapter that way. Anybody want to reframe it?
The number of tangents common with for a circle of radius 3.
Yeah, somewhat like that, little more. Okay, find number of common tangents to 2 circles. What are the 2 circles? One is a circle with minus 2 comma minus 1 as the center and 3 is the radius. Another one is 2 comma 1 as the center and 3 is the radius. Okay, for these 2 circles, how many common tangents are there? They are asking. Here they give same radius, they don't have to give same radius. So if somebody asked number of common tangents, people would have done directly. This also they would have done directly, but you see it is just actually there are 2 intersecting circles of that of same radius is very easy to see. There are only 2 common tangents. Why? What is C1, C2? C1 is minus 2 comma minus 1 and C2 is 2 comma 1. When you find C1, C2, it is root over 4 square plus 2 square, which is root 20, and that is less than 6. So C1, C2 is less than R1 plus R2 and more than R1 minus R2. So if any line is at a distance of 3 units from a point, means if you imagine a circle with 3 units as a radius and the center, it will be tangent to that. Okay, so it is referring to lines which are tangent to two circles with center minus 2 comma minus 1 radius 3, center 2 comma 1 radius 3. If they have given these two are different numbers and C1 C2 would have been more than R1 plus R2, I would have got 4 answers because there will be 4 such lines like this, like this, like this, like this. There will be 4 lines where this certain distance is what is expected. This is what expected. But here it is only they're intersecting circles of the two, and we can see in the figure because they're same radius, they're actually parallel. (17) is also very simple form directly. Intercept on x-axis formula is 2 root g square minus c. You can use that and find the circle first and then do it. Even though 18 is odd number, we'll do 18 also because anyway somebody may ask out later on. So please try to do 17, 18, 19 now. How many are there? Odd numbers 25 are. Otherwise, we'll do odd numbers at the end. We'll come back and do 18. Okay, do 17 and then 19. Today it looks like a lot of children are absent. Any reason? Nobody knows.
Video off, sir.
Oh, they were remote. Okay. 8 comma 3, 3 comma minus 2. Okay, so the circle with these two, the ends of diameter is x minus 8 into x minus 3, y minus 3 into y minus minus 2 equal to 2. So some circle like this where this is the diameter and they wanted this length. 8 comma 3, 3 comma. Okay. X square plus y square minus 11x minus y. 24 and minus 6, 18 equal to 0. So 2 root g square minus is formula for x intercept. G is 11 by 2 whole square minus 18. If I take this 2 inside, 11 square minus 4 into 18. 121 minus 72. Root 28, 49, which is 7. Okay, so you completed try 19. Nineteen is a past year advanced question. Maybe 4 years back, given in J advanced integer question, numerical. This is one question where I think you can do it from the figure. You don't need so much of knowledge. Try to read 19 and then try to draw figures satisfying all the data. Okay, I would have given enough time for you to draw the picture and try this way, that way we will get it right, but I don't have time. Okay, so you see this question is given in JEE advanced exam, but you don't need any of the knowledge that we studied. Just from the basics you can do it. So what it is, there are two circles. This center radius is 1, this radius is 1. The distance between the centers is 6 units. You take their midpoint. Apart from that, there is a particular circle, quite a big one. It is touching both of them such a way that these two have one common tangent. That is also common tangent of these two. This line which is passing through this midpoint is common tangent of these two and a common tangent of these two also. Is this a question? The centers of two circles C1 and C2 each of unit radius are at a distance of 6 units. Okay. Let P be the midpoint of the line segment joining centers of C1 and C2. This is P. And C be a circle touching C1, C2 externally. The common tangents of C1 and C passing through P, also passing through this P, is also common tangent to C2 and C. Common tangents to C1 and C passing is also common tangent to C2 and yeah, C2 and C. This is a common tangent for C1 and C also. It is a common tangent. Yes, everything is fine. Now we have to find radius of circle C. Okay, obviously, whenever common tangent is there, it will be perpendicular to line joining centers. Okay, this angle is 90. And I can use some kind of similar triangles here. Let us see. If I take this as theta, cos theta, from this triangle, adjacent is 1 and the hypotenuse is 3. From this big triangle for cos theta, adjacent is 3 and the hypotenuse is 1 plus r. There we go. 1 plus r equal to 9 and r equal to 8. Okay, just similar triangles and drawing the figure. All right. Yeah, so there will be always regularly in mains or advanced exam, we'll find questions of circles where just from the pure geometry or from the figure, it can be done. This is one such question. Is everybody clear about figure and the solution?
Yes, sir.
Just another 5 minutes. I just want to finish 21 and 23 doesn't take sense. Okay, anybody wants more time or can I erase this? Completed, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Even 21 is a past year advanced question, even mains question. This also doesn't need much of knowledge of circles that we study. Simply by geometry, they can do it. I'm sure if somebody wrote, what they call that? Some Olympiad, science Olympiad exams in school level also, this kind of questions would have been there. 21, it's a quadrilateral, but if you read carefully, it is a trapezium. And AB, two parallel sides are AB and CD, and AD is perpendicular to both AB and CD. Okay, so it is like this. AD is perpendicular to both AB and CD. So this is B and this length is double of this. If a circle is drawn inside the quadrilateral touching all the sides, then what is the radius? The area is 18. Okay, three things are important here. AB equal to 2 times CD. Next is this is 90, this is 90, and these two are parallel sides. Next, area of ABCD is 18. What is the radius of the circle which is touching all the sides? Okay. If you remember, in some question we proved how this length into this length is r square. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This length into this length is r square. Even this length into this length is r square. If you remember, we proved how this angle is 90 and all. Anyway, I want to take this is r, this is r, this is r. These are all radius because they are 90. And I want to take this as x and this as y. Then even this is also x and this is also y. I don't want to prove now. We already proved xy equal to r square in one of the questions. in mains question, we proved x into y is r square. Some 3 methods also I discussed. But now this is double of this. So r plus y is 2 times r plus x. We'll get y is equal to 2r plus, well, yeah, y equal to r plus 2x. Now here simply use area because we know everything in terms of r. But x is also there. R plus y is 2 times r plus x into y. Okay, we can use these two to find x and x value also. Okay. So in this, in the place of y, I can write r plus 2x is equal to r square. xr plus 2x square equal to r square. So this is a quadratic equation. 2x square plus rx minus r square equal to 0. Plus 2r and minus, so is it x plus r into 2x minus r equal to 0. So x is equal to minus r or r by 2. So I can remove this. I cannot take negative. Yeah. So I got x is equal to r by 2. Now simply area equal to 18. For a trapezium, we have formula of into h into a plus b is 18. I'll extend for 5 more minutes and discuss 1 or 2 questions that are left. Somebody wants to leave the class, you feel free because I want to close the circles today. I'll send the recording if somebody wants to see at your convenience. Feel free. Okay. Anybody can leave the class if they want. Of into what is height? 2r. What is a plus b? This plus this. That is r plus x plus r plus y. This is 18. This is r. This is 2r and x plus y. We already proved x is r by 2 and y is r. 3r by 2. Okay. This will be 3r by 2. X is r by 2. No, y is not that. Sorry. I got only x is r by 2 and y is 2r. X is r by 2 and y is 2r. R plus r by 2 plus r plus 2r is 18. What is this? This is 3r, this is 4r, this is 9r by 2. Equal to 18. So r square equal to 4. R equal to 2. Okay, so here the only thing that we used in circles is mainly this xy equal to r square. And I said that x into y equal to r square we can prove by coordinate geometry. I also told how to prove by simple Pythagoras theorem and some similar triangles and all that. So in that way it's connected to circles. But otherwise this is a past year advanced question and given in other exams too. Your next 2 exams, circles will be there. June 6th, you have an exam, circles and partial fractions. Next, whenever keep June 13th, that will be advanced exam. Parabola will be in the middle of that term, but circles we have not done any advanced exam. So at the time also there will be one exam will be there for circles. So Next 2 weeks, you have to be in touch with circles. Okay, anybody wants more time to copy, or shall I erase this?
Done, sir.
Okay. Okay. While I erase this one, you read 23, try to understand. I'll explain the question. Okay, I'll explain what is this question 23. We have concentric circles with radius 1, radius 3, as a radius 2, radius 3, radius 4, so on. Every natural number is a radius, we have a lot of circles. This is 1, 0. What they said in this question is, on the circle with center 1, 0, travel 1 unit. Then go radially to the next circle. Because that radius is 2, travel 2 units. Go radially to the next circle. Because that radius is 3, on the perimeter, travel 3 units. Go radially to next circle. Because you are on the fourth circle, travel 4 units on the fourth circle on the perimeter, and then go radially to the next circle, like this. So on every circle of radius r, on the perimeter you travel r and go radially to the next one and go in the same direction, like this. Sometime or other, you will be crossing x-axis, positive x-axis. So first time when you cross positive x-axis, you are on which numbered circle? First circle or second circle or third circle? They're asking. Anybody remember this question that I discussed earlier?
Yes, sir. Last year you asked the same question.
Which chapter I discussed this?
That I don't remember, but yes, you did.
At least you remember
Sir,
the
trigonometry.
Yes, sir.
Yes. First chapter trigonometry, in the very first few days only I discussed this. I even said at that time, second year circles we gave this, but actually belongs to trigonometry. Why I gave this in trigonometry? Anybody remember? I discussed. And the very first class only I might have discussed. So anybody want to tell why it's so? I discussed this when I told about radian definition. Anybody remembers radian definition? 1 radian. If you take a circle of radius r, on that arc length of radius r, okay, equal to radius. So if an arc of same length as radius is subtending how much angle, that is constant irrespective of the radius. You take a circle of radius 2 units, on that perimeter 2 units, how much is subtend? That you take radius 1000 units, on that perimeter same, and that angle is called 1 radian. Even at the time I said, sometimes people say everybody should remember the definition. Yes, it's correct. But once we defined in the beginning, later on we never used it. We already know pi radians is 180 degrees and we just go ahead with that. But this question forces you to remember the definition of 1 radian, because how much length you are traveling is every time changing, but how much angle you are turning every time, that is not changing. You turn 1 radian here, you turn 1 radian here, you turn 1 radian here, you turn 1 radian here. Okay. So on a circle of radius r, you are turning r, so you are turning every time 1 radian. So finally, if you want to come up to here, you should have traveled to 2 pi angle, which is 6.28 radians roughly. What is 6.28 radians means? You finish the 6 circles and you are on the 7th circle. Okay, you finished 6 circles and you are on the 7th circle. Am I right? Is it clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
So that is the question. So in one sense, it doesn't have any connection to circles. I wanted to shift this question to first year trigonometry, but it's okay. Anywhere we can do.
Sir, again explain, sir.
Have you understood the radian definition?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the question here? On a circle of say radius 1, travel 1 unit. On a circle of radius, travel 2 units. On a circle of radius 3, travel 3 units. So every time when you travel this much distance, are you rotating by 1 radian?
Yes, sir.
So if you want to come to positive x-axis after starting at 1, 0, you have to turn one full angle, which is 2 pi, which is in radians is 2 into 3.14, 6.28 approximately radians. When you turn 6.28 means you traveled on 6 circles, and now we are moving on the 7th circle. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
That's it. That is the question. Whenever you are crossing positive x-axis for the first time, you are on which circle? If you are on circle Cn, what is that number n? That's the question. Is it
Understood.
okay now?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, last question. There are two lines. I'm explaining the question only. So the lines equations are given, but unfortunately in that question, the lines equations doesn't matter, fortunately or unfortunately. There are some lines. There is a circle with radius 3 touching both of them. This is 3 units, this is 3 units. Okay. There is a circle of radius 3 touching both of them. Now, there is a circle concentric to this circle, such that the chord length on both the lines should be 8 here and 8 here. Okay. What is the radius of that circle? Anybody want to tell what is the radius? There are two circles in the figure.
5.
It will
Five.
5. Yes. This is 8 means this is 4, this is 4. This is 3, this is 4. So directly this is 5. That 2 root r square minus d square, that formula related to that. Okay. So simply understand half of the chord length and this radius. This square plus this square will give you this radius. That's it. So r is equal to directly root over 3 square plus 4 square is 5. Because we have length of it is 2 root r square minus d square. They gave 8. And r square we have to find, and they already gave d indirectly is 3. Okay, so from that you will get r square equal to 5 square and r equal to 5. It's directly from the figure. So the lines equations does not play any role in this question. If somebody want to read this question and sharing this, okay, you can see lines touch a circle C1 of diameter 6, that is radius 3. If the center of C1 lies in the first quadrant, that doesn't play any role. The radius circle which is concentric with C1 and cuts off intercepts of length 8 units on these lines is what? Okay, so you can read the question once again, look at the figure. If you understand, copy it, you can leave it. Thank you very much for staying till now. Okay, those who finished, you can leave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.